Thanks for joining us Behind the Frontline, a podcast providing timeless solutions to everyday workforce and workplace challenges. Frontline Training Solutions is an express employment professionals company, strategically placed between the workplace and the workforce with professionals standing by, ready to combat your unique challenges. Learn more about what we do at frontlineon.com. Thanks for tuning in to this special segment of Behind the Frontline, where we went to Denver, Colorado to the Express Employment Professionals International Leadership Conference, and we sat down with some of the top staffing leaders around the country and asked them questions about what challenges they are seeing in the workplace and the workforce, and their thoughts about how companies can become and stay employers of choice. Like anything you hear and want to know more, contact us at frontlineon.com or reach out to your local Express Employment Professionals near you. Well, good morning again. Now we're sitting here with Terry and Cindy Schacht, and they are the franchisees with Meqown and Jackson, Wisconsin. I said the Meqown right?
You did.
Awesome.
You did. Well, yeah.
I mean, it's okay. It's
Okay.
close.
I am not a Wisconsinite. I don't even know if that is the phrase for Wisconsin's people.
It
Sure.
could be.
Yeah.
I'm not a cheesehead, but I am sitting with
All right,
three.
this is over.
All right, so we're going to have a good conversation this morning. So
You want to talk about cheeseheads?
we're going to circle back around to cheese. I know
I got
we
a
are.
story.
What's your story?
Well, the cheesehead this is a true story. Apparently, a pilot or co-pilot was going down with their small plane, and instead of crashing and killing themselves, they put the cheesehead over their face, and they survived. And that's a true story. So
It's all about safety.
we make fun of those cheeseheads, but there's a safety component.
There's
you go.
a fashionable and practical.
That's good.
Love that. Okay, so I have a few questions for you guys. And with the companies in your area in Meqown and Jackson, Wisconsin, what are some of the biggest challenges that you are seeing in the workplace and the workforce?
For our clients, right?
Yes,
You're talking
for the
clients.
clients.
Yeah, for your clients.
Well, the thing that I'm seeing the most is that they don't necessarily recognize they have to increase their salary range to accept the associates that we have coming in now. Employees or our associates are thinking they need 17 or 18 when it's really a $14 or $15 an hour job. So it's hard to find those types of associates that are willing to take that pay. They had been accustomed to receiving benefits over COVID, and now they feel that they're worth that. So that is one thing that I'm seeing. I also think that our clients are trying to recognize that they have to decrease their, expenses in some way and try to make that up to make production and, to be a viable company. So
Okay.
I think that's one other thing that I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
From my vantage point, we have a 2.4% unemployment rate in our market.
Okay.
Wow.
So by definition, all the good people are working.
That's right.
And our clients are expecting top quality candidates paying lower salaries, and they're frustrated because they can't find them. So that's the biggest
2.4
obstacle for us. 2.4 is what it is in Washington, our counties.
What's the national percentage right
It's
now?
like 3.7 or something
Yeah.
like
So you
that.
guys
So
are-
this is below that.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
challenging
Yeah,
situation.
it is very difficult.
Yep.
Wow. So, what are some of the creative or interesting solutions that you may have proposed to these companies, or that you've seen some of them doing to help combat those challenges? Obviously, not every company can pay more, and that is tough with inflation and prices going up on everything. But there are other benefits or other things. So, what have you been seeing?
Well, we've been trying to promote working interviews. Let's just get somebody in the door, see if they can do the job. We'll figure out that salary range. The other thing that some of our clients are doing is they'll start them out at, let's say, 18, but if they don't work or last the entire time frame of the assignment, we're decreasing their salary to, say, 15.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the associate knows up front that if you don't perform and do what you need to do, you're going to decrease your salary.
Is that being measured by some sort of like performance evaluation system?
Well, yes, and it's also, are they showing up?
Yeah, if they quit going to work.
Oh, no show.
Yeah. So if they work 2 days and they thought they made 18 per hour, and then the next day they don't go, Well, guess what? You just made 15 per hour for the 2 days you showed up.
Oh, okay. So retroactively applying
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
That is interesting, the working interview concept. So they really kind of get to try before they buy a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're seeing some
We are
success with
seeing
that?
some success with that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yep.
With a low unemployment rate, personality comes into play, and so we've been pushing meet these people, and then make a decision, because you can teach them those skills, but if they don't have the personality, they're not going to get along with everybody, then that's just a bad fit. So
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, so we know just how important it is for companies to become employers of choice. And have you guys heard that phrase before? We throw it around a lot.
a couple of times.
How would you define becoming an employer of choice?
Well, it's interesting because I think our associates would define it as my friend works there and I want to go there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We would define it as a company that takes chances on people, has a decent salary range, recognizes the importance of their value, works with the associate when personal things come up.
Yeah.
You know, like my kid, missed the bus.
Right.
I got to run him.
Flexibility,
Yeah,
right?
flexibility. And one that has conversations with us. Doesn't ghost us, like, let's talk about this. Let's see how we can manage it together.
Right.
Oh, that's really good. Those are good insights.
I have nothing to add to that. That's exactly it. Exactly it.
Oh. So what are some of the other ways that you're helping these companies and your clients of yours become and stay employers of choice? Because it's one thing to become it, but you can quickly not be that anymore for somebody.
We made a mistake a couple months ago, and we lost a big client. And we now recognize the importance of really falling back on the benefits that Express offers. There were things we didn't know, and we should have been asking more questions, and we should have been presenting on-site staffing. We should have been presenting the technology portion of what we offer, online time cards. We should have been offering training that our client was like, how do you train your employees? We missed the boat. It was our mistake because we were going down the path of this is how we have always done it.
Got it.
And so if we would have asked more questions, we would have known what they needed.
Yeah. And the other resources that were available
Exactly.
and all of that.
And we have them.
Yeah.
The nurse triage. That was a simple thing. Duh.
Oh, wow.
So I think we've learned the importance of utilizing the benefits, finding out what benefits our clients want, and then using them to our advantage.
In your defense, they weren't really very open to talking.
They weren't.
So it's not all on us.
Sure.
But we're the ones that we lost out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lesson learned, right?
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
How about for yourselves in your own offices? How are you staying employers of choice for your internal employees?
I think we have excellent flexibility in regards to our staff coming and going. We have someone currently, her mother's very, very sick. It just came up. She's a brand new employee. And we've just allowed her to take, come in late, take your kids, do what you got to do. When you're here, you show up and you do the job.
Yeah.
I think we're very flexible.
We don't hold back. I mean, if you want to take something and run with it, we let them
that's
go.
good.
We don't hold anybody back.
That's good.
Maybe to a fault, but you can grow. You can empower yourself, and we won't stand in your way.
No, I appreciate that style of leadership because, in John Maxwell's book, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, he talks about the law of the lid and not becoming someone else's lid for their growth. So I appreciate that because it resonates with me.
Yeah.
But you got to take some initiative on yourself. Don't wait for me or Cindy to promote
Right.
you.
You got to be a self-starter.
Just that's it. Those are the kind of people that thrive with us.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's fantastic. So, what's your best advice for companies, not just in your area, but any companies that are listening as they are maneuvering the current talent shortage crisis that we are facing?
Look at potential. Look at the person, the attitude, the personality of the person you're interviewing. You can teach them those skills.
That's
But
right.
it all comes down to attitude. And quite frankly, what we found is if the supervisor they're working with doesn't like the person's attitude, they're not going to train them very well, they're not going to work out. But if they get along, everybody's willing to help that person. So companies do need to lighten up a little bit and take a chance.
Look at the potential. I like that.
Yeah.
The other thing that I think is really important is having a good relationship with your hiring manager and having them. I need to gain their trust, and that comes with time. But if I put someone in front of you, you know, it's Cindy's name is on the line. I'm thinking they're a good fit for you. You need to look at them. I've looked at all your qualifiers. I know their go. Just do it. So gaining the client's trust is really important, and it's hard if you can't get in front of them.
That's a really good perspective too, because I, as a creative director, I dream about our brand, and I'm always thinking about it. But every person that you place in front of a client is a representation of your brand.
Right.
Well, and most of our placements are not, just show up. They have to interview them. They want to talk to them.
Right.
So a lot of our placements do take a little time to get them into that client.
Yeah.
So it's not. We're not a warm body shop.
It's really interesting because we've talked to a number of folks here this week, and this idea of being more open to, I think you said potential, but just what is possible versus, do they have all the boxes already checked, versus what can we train and develop and grow in them because we know they can do it. Let's
Right.
invest in that. We've heard a lot of people mentioning that. I think that's just a strong theme of the day right now.
It's kind of like the 80-20 rule, right? Hire for the 80 and train the 20.
Get the rest of it in there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Well, I'm still sitting with a bunch of Wisconsinites.
Yeah, let's talk
And
it.
so we have to ask, what's your favorite cheese?
Okay. All right.
Well, you go.
Well, mine is string cheese from Gibbsville in Gibbsville, Wisconsin. I mean, when you bite into it while it's still warm, it squeaks in your mouth. It's the strangest thing.
It's
So
wonderful.
It is. Yeah, you would know.
I
Very
lived
cool.
like 4 miles from Gibbsville for almost 25 years. So, yeah.
But we talked. I like Cedar Valley cheese, and I like their Southwest cream cheese dip. So
There
I
you
like
go.
a good cheese curd. It's got to be deep fried. Water Street Brewery does it very, very
Water
well.
Street Brewery does have good
They
ones.
do very good
Yep.
cheese curds.
Yep, for
Yeah.
sure. I'm going to go Cedar Valley string cheese myself. It's like really salty and it's big. I don't know. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
That's fantastic.
Well, I'm going to bring some back someday for you. I got some work out that direction.
Show me some
I'm
cheese.
going to bring some cheese. Some
I
of the
don't know
string
that
cheese
he's
back.
going to appreciate it. He's kind of
Well,
got a
listen.
little attitude here. I don't know.
No,
I'll
no,
cut
no.
it-
I
I'll
will
cut it in
appreciate
half.
the cheese.
I'll cut it in half and see how he reacts.
There
I
you
will
go.
not waste the other half
Yeah,
on
don't
him
waste it on him.
if
Don't
it's
waste
not
it.
appreciated. So,
Well, thank you both so much for joining us. Go Packers, go Cheeseheads.
Go
yeah.
Packers.
All
so
right.
great to have you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.